Hey, a whole lot of stress, anxiety, pressure. It's real, right? Especially for kids who are going back to school.
Well, Dr. Jeff Gardier is here to help the whole family get in a better state of mind and start the school year off right. So thank you so much for joining us.
Always a pleasure. Thank you.
I'm so excited to hear this information because I think a lot of people, as much as we get excited about back to school, a lot of people need to just ease some of their fears as we step into this school year. So what would you suggest?
Well, I think the most important thing is preparation, right? Don't wait until the very last minute to get your kids going for school, because that is a lot of stress just by itself. And you know, as parents, we're screaming and yelling and come on, get it together and so on. So begin setting the stage early on, making sure that they get the proper amount of sleep, ease out of that summer schedule, right back into a school schedule. And more than anything else, the preparation days before, as far as book bags, school shopping, and putting everything in place.
How do you know if they're stressed?
Oh, well, there are some medical things, first of all, that go on.
So what should we look for?
Well, first of all, they're going to have stomach aches, they're going to have, you know, tense muscles and so on. But more than anything else, they may have those headaches, right? Because they don't want to go to school. But they also don't know exactly what it is that they're experiencing. So we see what the somatic conditions, such as being sensitive, grouchy, and so on. So it's just really important to pay attention to some of those signs. And they may not just say to you, I don't want to go to school. We'll see more of those physical and psychological signs.
So for somebody who's feeling those things, right? Because those can be everyday problems as well. If you're just a stressed and anxious person, how do you prepare and what do you do to get that mind and that anxiety reduced ahead of going back to school?
Well, I think it's important that we be very empathetic to our kids. Make sure that we understand what that was like for us when we were going to school, and listen to them. Let them talk about what it is that may be making them anxious. And I think also we should be partners with them as far as going to school. For first time, you know, kids going to school for the very first time.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, and so, you know, not only should we listen to what they have to say, but I think it's important that we give them some choices, empower them. And so ask them, would you like us to go with you to school on that first day? I prefer they take the school bus, but even if they take the school bus, it's important that maybe we meet them at school. But don't do that every day. Kind of ease them in to going on their own.
Yeah. All right, well, let's move over to parents, because obviously we have anxiety too.
Parents.
It's not only just getting the kids prepared, right? It's mentally preparing to let your child go off to school and know that they're going to be safe, because in this day and age, we've seen way too many stories.
But sometimes the stress and anxiety of the child is coming from the parents' stress and anxiety.
It's true.
And as parents, right, we are the role models, so it's important that we handle it in a very sensitive and you know, not just an empathetic, but, you know, very calm manner. Because a lot of times anxiety is contagious. And just as you said, Dan, they get it from us. So it's important that we try to set the stage in a way that's more calm, and more than anything else, encourage them. Explain to them that what they're feeling is normal. Helping them get organized, as I said before, in advance and not at the last minute. And more than anything else, just allow an environment where they can talk about how they feel, instead of us saying all the time, oh, be quiet, it's all right, you're going to be okay, be a big boy, be a big girl.
So the parent has to go into a room and scream into a pillow just to come out with a brave face.
As long as they're not sleeping on that pillow. Make sure that, you know, they're up early enough to make sure that they're helping with the preparations too.
You're making me a little nervous, Dan. Is this the child of two parents who were educators? Do you feel the stress of the back to school?
Oh, my parents were both educators, and you know, that was a high bar in my house. You had to go home with good grades and everything.
Well,
I think that's that in every house,
when the time comes and you have your kids, I want to see how you handle that.
I'll be a baller. I'll be talking to you 8 hours a day. I'll be talking to you.
Have the hotline to your house. All right, thank you, doctor. Thanks for joining us. Great advice
Thank you.
For kicking off the